Hey guys, I have a crafty video share for you today, or this evening. Please excuse my messy mat. I got some Copic marker on there, some glue, and all kinds of stuff. But that means it's well used, right? So I came into my craft room yesterday evening, and I just wanted to make some cards. I just wanted to make some really simple cards, and I didn't know what for. I just started making them. And then I got the idea of Operation Right Home. I had sent off for the stamp and everything to do Operation Right Home cards quite a while back, and I never sent any off. I had joined a challenge on Kim's page. I think it was a birthday challenge to make cards for Operation Right Home, and that's how I found out about it. And I thought, oh, I want to do that myself, but then I never got around to it. So I did go to the website to make sure it was still going on, and it is for now, but they are fixing to close it out. August 1st is the deadline to receive cards. So I have a couple of cards that I want to send, and I might make some more. But I kind of got a crafty bug this weekend. I really wanted just to create. So I made some really simple cards. I have my little cheat sheets on the back of them. So this is just, they're all A2 size cards. This paper right here came from a We Are Memories Keeper pad, and it's called For the Record. This is just pieces of cardstock I had in my stash, just little, leftover bits. But this stamp set and this die, if you can see, it's kind of raised up on some foam tape, is from SP & Company, and it is called Certified Awesome. And then I went around the edges with Tim Holtz Broke China, and then this is stamped in Memento Rich Cocoa. My next card, I really like this one. Let's see, get my little note. Of course, it's the red base. This is from My Mind's Eye, Be Happy. And I went around the edge in Tim Holtz Distress. I forget what it's called. It's gray. And it's way out of my reach right now. But I think it's called Slate, but I could be very wrong. But it's the gray one. This is stamped in Tuxedo Memento Black. And again, these were just some pieces that I had in my stash, some leftover pieces, this gray. And then this was actually white cardstock that I used some Tim Holtz Distress in a vintage photo, just to kind of give it antique linen. Yeah, antique linen, I think. Just to give it an antique look to match this paper. And this is just some red copy paper that I punched out. And this die set for the hearts, it was an SP & Company die set called Nesting Hearts. And then this sentiment is a piece of a sentiment from one of her stamp sets called Friends Forever. And then my last card that I've got, this is, let's see, I had to do two pieces of paper for this one. Okay, this is from the Paper Studio. This pattern, this paper right here, it's from the Paper Studio. It's a 4x6 pad, and it's called Sweet Pea. And then this is from My Mind's Eye, Be Happy. And I went around all the edges in Tim Holtz Victorian Velvet. This ribbon is just some ribbon from Walmart, and then the seam binding is from my stash. It came wrapped around a gift that I had gotten from a friend. And then this stamp is an Inkadinkadoo stamp, and it's stamped in some Studio G, just brown ink. And I went around the edges with, let me think. Because I didn't use, oh, it's that Victorian Velvet again. I'm sorry, yeah, I already told you that. I went around all the edges of the Victorian Velvet. velvet. It kind of looked brown right here, but it's not. It's the Victorian velvet around the edge of this one. And then this is a little adhesive gem from the Paper Studio, that Hobby Lobby, and it is called Vintage Floral. And if you can tell, yeah, it's a flower. So those are the 3 cards, and then today I came in my craft room, and I intended on making some more cards, but I just couldn't really figure out what cards I wanted to make. And then I came across, I was just kind of going through all my stamps and dies, and I came across this one, and it is a Lawn Fawn stamp set called Summertime Charm. It's actually a tall stamp set, and I cut it in half to fit in my SP binder. But it's a stamp and die tool set that comes with it doesn't come with it. You can buy the die set separately. And I decided to make some tags. That's my other jar set. So I stamped the jar, and then I colored this with my Copic markers. It's a YR26 and 28 is what I used on here. And then I used some scraps for the labels. I have a couple of different labels. This is from that We Are Memory Keepers for the Record. And then these 2 are from this Prima stack called Madeline. There's just some spare pieces that I had. And then, you know, this is that stamp set, same stamp set that comes with the jars. So I stamped all my stuff, and I colored the lids. I fussy cut these out because there's not a die to cut out this label, so I fussy cut that. But whenever I cut when I use the die to cut the jar, I just put 2 pieces of gray cardstock together and cut out 2 jars, and then I used my ATG gun to tape them together so that it's a little tag, like a gift tag. Except for it's a thanks gift tag. I guess you can thank someone for your gift. And I just used some brown and white baker's twine. I had gotten this from a friend. I love that it's on a little spool. I love baker's twine. So I made 8 of these. I've got 2 of the polka dot and then 3 of these 2 designs. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I think I'm actually going to keep them and put them on like my larger Scentsy orders. But anyway, that's my crafty share. I hope everyone's having a good evening, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.